Hello, can anybody hear me? Hello, is anybody here? Please, if you're here and you can hear me, please drop your message in the chat so that I know that someone is here and they can hear me. Okay, Peter Bamidelian, nice to have you. Thank you. Please confirm you cannot hear any background noise from my end. Peter, please. If you can hear any background noise from my end, let me know. And if you can describe the kind of noise you're hearing, also let me know, please. Thank you for joining me. I think just two people are watching, and we need more people so that we can start. Every other person that is joining, please can you drop me a message to confirm that you can hear me and there is no background noise interfering so that we can start. I was hoping more people would turn up, although the other link I don't know, for some reason it didn't come up. I had to quickly drop this one in the old chat. Oh, I need to be sure. If you're joining, please drop a message. Okay, hi Munira. Hi Mercy. Okay, thank you. So probably I will just start, irrespective of those that are here, so that we can see how much we can cover and get things done. So yeah. So before I start, I want to welcome everybody. Good afternoon. Good to have you here. It's a pleasure to be doing this. This is my first live stream. So looks like I'm still trying to figure out my way around it, but just bear with me as much as possible. So I'll just go ahead to share my screen. Please confirm in the chat that you can see my screen. I want to be sure I'm not talking to just myself. So please confirm you can see my screen before I switch tabs. Nobody is saying anything. I want to assume that they actually can see my screen. Oh, there's a background noise. Okay. Um, Richard says there's a background noise. Ah, how do we fix that? Give me a second. I'm hoping it's better now. Okay, okay, Messi say you can see the screen, so let me just continue. So, I mentioned I was going to review people's profile, and these are the people that I think the first 23 people before I close the form. So I'll just go ahead to start. Hopefully, whoever is not here can watch this live stream later and watch to see the corrections that were made. So for Ibrahim, he's a Klaviyo email marketer, campaign automation, strategy, and copywriting, and he seems to have earned a decent amount on Upwork. So let's read through his profile and let's see what he could correct. Mm, so are your email campaigns struggling with low open rates, poor deliverability, or weak conversion? You're not alone. What I offer. Okay. He mentioned what he could offer, why he should be chosen, then an extra here. Then I assume this is his call to action. Okay, I think I went through his profile. I'm going to mention what I think is okay with his profile and what I think could be worked on in his profile. So, first off, I love that he has review testimonials from people he has worked with in the past. If at any point you can't hear me, drop me a comment. I'm trying to monitor chats with my phone while we are here. So hopefully I can see that too. So he has relevant certifications, he has employment history, then he has skills. But I think Upwork gives you room to add as much as 15 skills. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, it's 15. So he's been able to use as many skills as take advantage of all these key skills as much as possible so that if a client searches for any of these skills looking for a freelancer, they can find him. So that is okay. He has a portfolio, which makes sense. I like that he has a portfolio. And yeah, he has done a couple of jobs. So he has a consultation too. But I feel like he could do things differently. And this is what I think he could have done differently. Since he already has reviews here of people he has worked for, he could use it as a hook to open his about here, meaning that he could um he could have said, I have worked for clients who have had this review to say about my work. Then he just copies this with the quotation mark since he's quoting somebody and put that in the first paragraph. Do you understand? Then I feel like while it's okay that he had this, he should have mentioned industries or samples of jobs he has worked on. This is the kind of email marketing I've done for so industry. This was what I was able to do for them. This is what I streamlined for them. This was the solution I offered to them. So your about should be more of solution based than about yourself. While people are supposed to know about you based on what you're about, it should also be an avenue for you to sell yourself and what you have done for other people because you're trying to create an impression in the hearts of those who are looking to employ you, right? So that's what I feel you could have done differently. So you should start off with an opening where you can put the most detailed review you've had. Then the next paragraph should be about you talking about samples of people you've worked. So it's okay if you've not gotten your first job, but you've worked for clients outside the platform, or you've even volunteered for people. You can say for clients you have worked on outside the Upwork platform, this is what they have to say about your work ethics. Then you go ahead to create another paragraph where you're talking about samples of jobs you've worked on. So even if they are personal projects you've worked on, certainly those personal projects should come up. Like you probably worked on a real life project, even if it's a personal project. And when you worked on it, you probably picked an industry to work on that project. So you can talk about that and post it as something you have done for a client because even that personal project you did, if you had an opportunity to do it for a client, you certainly would have done something for them. Can you also hear me? Let me be sure I'm not talking to myself. So I think that is that for this one. Then his call to action is weak. Ready to grow your business with impactful marketing. Let's connect. No, I feel like he should have said if you want your business to have I'm not so very familiar with email marketing, but he should have used thought provoking calls to action and say maybe something like if you want to so you can mention like a kind of problem and the solution. So for example somebody like me who is in automation, I can say that if you want to avoid repetitive tasks and getting drowned in having to do things severally, I can cut down 10 hours of your time for you by giving you automation, something like that. So I chip in some sort of problem and solution kind of stuff in my call to action. Then I can say they should send me a message. They should let's connect. This last sentence makes sense, but I think this one could be better. So I think I've overflocked this profile. So let's go to the next one. Mm, so this is Chisom. Okay, I don't know if Chisom is here. Um, her profile looks good. Um, I feel like this is not necessary. I'm always of the opinion that the first paragraph of whatever you're doing on your Upwork profile should be something that you would want the clients to want to read more on your profile. Hello and welcome to my profile. Why are you welcoming them? Are you serving them food? It's just go straight to what you can offer immediately. So I see that she has also worked on a couple of projects, although she doesn't have much reviews. She can still take advantage of using this review, like I mentioned earlier on. She can still take advantage of that in her profile. Yeah, she took. So I want to assume that all the skills that were mentioned here are very relevant. Now, not just picking random. So another way you can see if a skill is very relevant to you is by coming up here, clicking on talent and searching for people in that field up here. Search for virtual assistants, look for people who are top rated, look for people who have made more money and see the skills that they picked. And when you see the skills that they picked, make sure that it is what you're using here. Because for them to have earned that, it is their keywords that are helping them. That you are using the right keywords and you're putting in what is relevant. So you look out for people doing well in the industry, check up on their keywords and make sure that you're imputing those keywords to so that you can also you might not rank immediately, maybe because your earnings are not much, but over time you can rank even if it's the first 10, first 20, they're not ranking at all. So I don't know if that makes sense. Now, as I'm looking at this profile, all I see is all work, and the all work carries all of this. And the next profile is email, phone, and chat support. But you have a cloud computing certification here. Meanwhile, you do not have a cloud computing profile here. I think it's a conflict of interest. Not all certifications we have should be on our profile, especially knowing that they are not relevant. Like this second one makes sense. It's relevant to what you're offering. This one too is relevant to what you're offering, and your past experience too should also be relevant to what you're offering. So that is that. Let's look at your about your headings look okay. Your rates doesn't seem like it's a problem, is okay. Now the previous guy I checked, his rate was a bit high for somebody who is within still 5k per of his overall earning. So I think he could bring his rate down to maybe something like $15 per hour, and that could mean and that could also increase his chances because somebody that might have earned more than what he has, and um he's putting the amount, they'll most likely go for the other person who has earned more. So like I mentioned from the previous guy's review, I mentioned that you should talk about in the people you have worked for, the industries you have worked for, and what you have offered them. Play with numbers. If you've watched my previous YouTube videos on how to create video portfolio, I'm always talking about people playing with numbers. Play with numbers, mention how many percentage of what you've done for them, how many hours you saved them, and what problem you achieve. Because the clients are checking you out are all only interested in the solutions you can bring to them and not just more about. So you have to make your about page on your Upwork profile a mix of what you can offer to clients and a mix of yourself, but let it be heavy on what you have done for past clients so that it builds some sort of credibility in the minds of those people. So I don't like emojis in my this thing. It gives ChatGPT. So I don't know. I don't know. You can do less with them. Maybe you use them, but very less of them because it doesn't make your profile look very professional. It's good you're mentioning to help you. This is a very weak This is a very weak you can make it more thought provoking. I am here to help you scale your business, optimize your profile, and free you admin overload. Send a message. Make it more personal. Let them feel like the message you wrote on their profile is just for them alone. Make it more personal and make it very action provoking. Something that they will nearly want to click on your profile to get um get involved with you. So like I said, play around from with your opening with the reviews you have gotten and talk more on the industries you've worked on before you start listing all of these. But your header is okay, your price looks okay. So yeah, I think this is the Peter Bamidele that is on this call with us, on this live with us, I assume, because the name look the same. So Peter is a Monday.com expert, Notion. Okay, okay. Peter, can you drop me a message and tell me if you've learned something from the past two I've done that you could have done better here? This is not even up to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why are you having a visual? Do you have another account that is virtual assistant? No. Why are you having virtual assistant on your profile? You're not a virtual assistant. Why do you have it? You mentioned Monday.com, but I can't even see Monday.com here among your skills. You mentioned ClickUp. Okay, ClickUp is there. Ah, there's no portfolio. There's no um past experience. Okay, there's past experience, but this past experience are not relevant. So instead of putting virtual assistant here, you could put maybe something related to what you're offering. You can change this virtual assistant. Then also go into details to explain what you did in your past experience so that it gives the clients an idea of the kind of stuff you have done. And I said, even if you've not done a real project before, build portfolio. That's why if you build portfolio on maybe let's say building industry, and you add that portfolio here, building industry, um, where portfolio should be, and you mention it in your profile that you have worked in a building industry and this was what you did. It kind of gives you like your words are rhyming with each other. So you don't have you have a strong background. No, you should be talking about um what you have done for past clients. And that's why I'm always heavy on people building portfolio so that you can have something to say without looking like you're lying. Just mention what you have worked on, the tool you use. So you can even use 3 paragraphs to talk on different tools. You can use the first paragraph to talk on maybe mention an industry, what you have worked on, and what tool you use, and what problem you solved. Another paragraph where you use ClickUp, mention what you did, what solution you offered, like that. Beyond project management, I offer comprehensive. Ah, no, your heading doesn't have. I don't even know whether this is a specialized profile or an all in one profile. Your heading doesn't have anything to do with virtual assistants. You're trying to kill two stones, um, a stone with two birds. Abi, how do they say it? But you're just shooting yourself without knowing. You're not talking. It doesn't give professionalism. It's giving jack of all trades. So while I understand that Notion expert, Airtable expert, ClickUp, Monday are different tools, but they still fall under the same category. But automation expert, virtual assistant is giving jack of all trade, master of none. So I feel like you should have probably used a different profile to talk about what you offer as a virtual assistant. And because you've not gotten any job yet, I think you can change your rate to $5 per hour until you get your first job. Even if you've worked outside the platform, just to start building yourself to get opportunity here. Start with first $5 per hour. Work on not adding what is not relevant. Then also mention all these tools. You can mention them. You see how others were in bullet points. Mention those tools and mention what services you can offer with those tools in bullet point. Then this is your call to action. Now, let's collaborate and turn your project visions into reality. No, It's not giving I should send you a message. I will skip. So I've given an example of a call to action from the past one. Make it thought provoking, make it action provoking, that they should reach out to you because you will solve this problem for them. And you mention a kind of problem and what kind of solution you want and tell them to send you a DM. So it's lacking portfolio, it's lacking experience, it's lacking bullet points, lacking good call to action, it's lacking a good opening, it's lacking relevant skills and more skills. I mean, like I gave example before, just go on your laptop, change this to talents, search for people in your field, look at the skills that they have on their profile, and come and put it here so that it helps your ranking for when there are job opportunities. And please take portfolio writing as serious as possible. Either you're doing video, but if you ask me, I'm an advocate for video portfolio. So do a video portfolio, a picture portfolio, and just have it very organized and colorful and attractive on your profile. I hope that helps, Peter. Then, if you have any certification you've written, either in Airtable, Notion, Monday, ClickUp, please attach them. They add some sort of credibility, and there's nothing like too much. So, if you have them, or if you've not even taken them, go and take them and come and add them to your profile. Okay, so that is that for Peter. Yeah, fine for my girl. Mercy. Mercy, are you sure your profile is not private? Mercy, looks like your profile is private. I don't know if Mercy is here. You're welcome, Peter. Oh, sorry, I'm opening Peter's one again. Mercy, looks like your profile is private. Let me be sure it's your profile and not from my end. Hmm? Looks like, let me try this one. Ha, you people's profile are private. Hey, Mercy and Chigozirim Oji. This one is not reviewed here. Chigozirim Oji and Mercy. This is most likely the reason why you're not getting anything. Your profiles are private. So, Mercy and Chigozirim, please find a way to have your profiles unlocked. That's most likely why nobody is saying what to do. Read one. I see you. Okay. I like that you have portfolio and they're looking very colorful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This looks good. Your skill set, you have testimonial, you have background, and you have past employment. You read one, you're doing good. Yeah, this is my problem. My opening and your close call to action. But let's read through it. So your heading looks okay to me. Content writer, blogger, and crypto. I mean, everything is under writer. For this amount, I want to check something. Okay, you've done more of fixed job. Okay, you've done a 30 per hour job. Okay, because I wanted to say, let it not be that you're picking a rate that you've really not worked. So your rate is pretty okay. To be fair, your rate is pretty okay. And I just feel like this for someone who is a writer, I think you should explore and play with words, freestyle in your writing. Probably you check out other people in this industry and see how they write. Like, welcome here. Why are you welcoming them? They want to just see what you can do or what you can offer. Why are you welcoming them? What I do as an expert writer who has rich experience, expertise, and technical rights, I help block. No, instead of starting with this, you can say, as an expert Web 3.0 content writer, I have written content for people in so industry, and this was the kind of content I wrote. I mean, you actually do have experience of people you have worked with. So mention one of them here, mention a niche, and mention what you offered them. So when a client sees that they're intrigued to want to keep reading and seeing more of what you can offer, then okay, you didn't use much of emoji, which is fine. But why are some highlighted, some are not highlighted, are be bold in crypto companies or startups to create superpower such as all these things you have mentioned? If you've written for anyone, you can mention, instead of having this in a bullet point like this, you can say, for instance, I wrote an article for a health for a health what. I wrote a blog post for a construction. Yeah. I wrote a guide for. So make it more like what you have done, what you have delivered, not just mentioning what you can offer. While you're trying to mention what you can offer, you're also using that opportunity to talk about those you have offered it to. It builds some sort of credibility. So no need to put my experience. You can just go ahead to say, with over 100 content pieces written for projects, blah 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 blah, including this is good. I think this is okay. There's no need to put my experience. We already know that what you're trying to talk about is actually your experience. So remove this welcome here. This first line is okay. Who has or rather you say who has worked in, mention industries you have worked in and what you have offered in those industries. I feel like that is better than what you are having here. And don't say what makes you spectacular. You can write about what makes you spectacular, and we know that that is what you're talking about without you actually letting us know. I can read something, I'm like, this person is actually very spectacular without you having to tell me that you're spectacular. I mean, you're a writer. I know you can play around with more. Ayomide, you want to add your Upwork link. So we made a post somewhere on Twitter and WhatsApp with the link, and people filled the form. I'll make the form open later when I'm done reviewing these ones, so that I'm sure I'm ready for the next one. So it depends on where you found me. Maybe if you drop where you found me, I can easily make the form available where you found me, so that you can feel when the form is out. So I don't know if read one is here. I feel like your call to action can be better. Ready to take the industry lead. It's not enough to make me want to send you a message. I mean, you can take a cue from those that I have reviewed their profile from past on how your call to action could be. So, but overall, you have good skills. You have portfolio, which is very, very good. You have testimonials. You have employment history that are relevant. Just your overall this thing that needs to be worked on. Every other thing is okay. So I give that a 7/10. You're on track. Mm, Bolaji is next. Bolaji is a data entry specialist, Excel and Google Sheet expert, and online research. Online research or online researcher? Because now you are talking about your specialty and not the skill. So data entry specialist, which is correct, Excel and Google Sheet. So this is supposed to be online researcher and not online research. These people should do away with emojis. Oh God. It's giving ChatGPT, it's giving like people are playing here. Please, people should do away with emojis. I beg you. You've worked on a couple of projects. I mean, you people are having reviews given by clients and you're not using it to your advantage. Please. These reviews should be featuring somewhere at the top of your profile where you're using it as a hook. You have your certification here, you have transcription job. Okay, looks good. You have I like that you have portfolio. This makes sense. Now I like that you have skills that are verified by Credly. It adds some level of credibility. Are you all still here with me? Let it not be that I'm the only one talking to myself. Oh, you have a project catalog. I do love. You have a project catalog. This is good. You have testimonials from outside, which is good. You have relevant past work experience and certification. Thank you, Peters. I love. So I think what we need to work on is your overall here. So I'm trying to see if you've done ah I don't want to use cane and flog somebody. Oh. On Itiju, you've done a job of $20 per putting and you're putting $5 on your profile. Even if it's just one job, you could have at least put 10 or 15. Or let's even start with 10. 5 is quite low. 5 is quite low. So please work on your rates. Since you have done a couple of jobs and you've even done something that is $5 $20 per hour, since it's just one job, you might not want to put the $20 per hour as your initial rate. So you fix your rate, fix this place. So let's get into okay. This is brilliant. You added this. Now you should have started off saying something that you're making reference to what your client is saying. Like my clients who I had worked on so kind of project for had this to say about the job I did for him or her. Then you write it and put quotation mark. This is brilliant. But you see this, remove it. Are you seeing this? Remove it. For anybody for any client to visit your profile, they certainly want to hire you. So don't ask them if they are looking for. It's because they're looking for, that is why they find you and reach your profile. So do away with your years of experience. To be fair, many clients do not really care about your years of experience. Just go ahead and tell them what you offer. You've worked on a couple of projects, use it to your advantage. Mention examples of jobs you have done, industries you've worked on, and what you did for them. Then your services, please do away with the emojis. You see this one that you use here. Good. If you want to use asterisk, if you want to use I'm not saying like you could leave the check marks, the check boxes, it's fine, but please do away with it. It's giving ChatGPT and not looking very professional. Do away with them as much as you can. Then your services should just be in bullet points. Because you see this thing under each services, I can bet you that there are more things that is needed under each of them. But you are probably restricting yourself to this one and letting the client know that under the data cleaning and formatting, this is all I can offer. Oh. So remove all these ones and just put this one, this one, this one, this one, like that. Then I can't, okay, skills and tools I use. This is good. I can't see the tools though. I'm seeing PDF conversion tools. What are the examples of the PDF conversion tools? Accuracy verification tools. What are the examples? I can't see them. All I see is just Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel. And is it just Google Sheets, Microsoft Excel, Google Docs, and Microsoft Word that you know how to use under Microsoft and Google ecosystem? I doubt. So I think you should work on that. Mention the mention the tools you use. Mention, like, give examples of tools you've used before. It's not enough to just mention the skills. Mention, you people should be removing this why choose me. Just go ahead to tell us what you can offer, and we will understand that all that you're talking about is what makes you different. Okay? So beautiful. These industries are served. They should be up. Industries are served should be after here. After here. Sorry. After here should be industries you've served. Why did you come and put it down, down, down? If the client do not want to read and reach down, okay, what will now happen? So don't put it down, down, down like that again. Don't waste time on tedious tasks. Let me handle. This is good, but you can build on it and add more things. This your call to action is weak. There's no need to add your name. I promise you, your name is on your profile and they can see it. The whole essence of this is letting the clients know things about you that they do not know already. Okay, so please, I beg you, work on that. I think I've done thorough for Onitiju. Pardon me if I don't pronounce your name correctly. Ha, God will help me. Still have a long way to go. I've not even gone anywhere. Victoria B. My baby girl. I don't know if she's here. Okay. Messi, you say your profile is public. Let me try again. It's still showing that I can't access it. I mean, you should be able to see now. It's not opening. Probably it looks like it's open from your end, but it's not open. The most likely would be that you will send their support a message with a screenshot of another person trying to access it and letting them know that your profile is not opening. Every other person's profile is open from my end except yours. So I think is actually locked. So hey, where is Koboko? I want to Ken Victoria. Hey, wait. I don't know if she's here. But first off, she has just 3 skills listed here when she has the opportunity to mention as much as 15. She doesn't have much work experience, which I know she has outside of Upwork that can be relevant here. She doesn't have a portfolio, which I know she has written a lot. This rate is high for somebody who has not started working on anything on Upwork yet. Mm, I think this profile picture should be changed. There are a bit of distractions in the background, like the flower and the. I mean, she should take advantage of maybe a plain background where she can have the focus mostly on her face. So, Victoria, I'm hoping you see this and take changes. Then, mm, okay, this is quite short. Now, I think this should be out, especially if you're looking to. So, I don't even know. Are you cloud or DevOps on this profile, or you're technical writer? Because I know that Upwork gives you room to 3 profiles, 2 specialized and 1 general. So, is you trying to put so much in one place? Now, if this is a cloud profile, then you should remove this one and put cloud and DevOps engineer and AWS certified what? AWS certified, what are you certified in? I can't even see any of your certifications, which I know you have on this profile. Now, if this is for technical writing, then you have to do away with this one and leave technical writing. Then, I don't know. It's giving I'm a technical writer, I'm a DevOps, based on my explanation from other people's own, I think you should fix this. So if you're looking to be a technical writer here, remove this one. Talk about people that you have worked for or industries you have worked for and what kind of technical writing you offered them using very, very particular keywords. And like I mentioned before, change this to talent. Search for people in your industry that are technical writers. Look at the skill sets that they added here and have it added also. So that when there are opportunities, but if you're doing technical writing, you need to remove this DevOps and cloud computing from it. So I think that should be worked on. Mm, then there's no portfolio. Add a portfolio. Go into details of sample of jobs you've worked on, industries you've worked on, the kind of technical writings you have written, you know, just go into details. It's necessary to do that. Yeah. I hope you see this and work on it. Um okay. I will Ayomide, I'll make the link available when next. I don't know if I was trying to see if I can make it available next on Michael's group for others to fill next time. Ganiat, there's no room for more review today, but we might have this live session again another time, and by then I'll have the link available for more people. So yeah, let me see how far. Hey Jesus, I don't tire. Okay, just Jesulopa. Nice profile picture. You've done just one job. You have portfolio, but I think you could have more portfolio. I think you could add more portfolio to this. Um, you seem to have relevant skill sets. If this is not up to 15, please add more. Add more to it. You have employment history. That's cool. Just add more portfolio to it. And like I said, you people should talk more. Good. Here are testimonials from some of your clients. This testimonial should have been the first thing you should say after this first line. Excuse me. What I would have done differently if I was in your shoe would have been, as a software engineer with extensive experience, I have worked with a couple of clients, and these are the testimonials from them. Before you now start talking about key highlights is cool. Your tech stack is also cool. Maybe mentioning other projects you've worked on, like I mentioned before, in another paragraph will make sense. Like after your client's review up here, you mention past projects you've worked on, the people you served, what you did, then key highlights, then your tech stack. This is okay too. I like this call to action. But when you finish writing it, you should have said they should send you a message, they should shoot you a DM, they should, you know, make an extra an extra call to action. So I like I like this your um call to action. Open to short and long form projects. I'm committed to not just meeting your specifications but exceeding your expectations. I don't think this is necessary. I don't think this line is necessary. Just do this call to action. Your profile would already tell whether you're open to, okay, as needed. You've told them you're already open to offers as needed, either long form or short form. So there'll be no need for this. And I think that's it. So this could actually be better. So yeah, that is it about Jisuloba's profile. Um, Ibrahim. Ah, Ibrahim's profile is locked too. Hmm. Okay. Chukwuma. I'm hoping that these people are here. Actually, I really do hope that they are here and they are taking note of these corrections. Chukwuma has a portfolio. What's the skill sets? IT support, community builder, visual. Oh dear Lord. Chukwuma, you are entitled to 3 profiles from Upwork. Why do you think you should put everything in one profile? I don't know if it's AI you're offering, whether it's automation you're offering, whether it's community builder you're offering. Please, you're entitled to, and I'm not saying here that you have made use of those 3. So it's giving jack of all trade, master of none. Take advantage of the other profiles that are handed over to you by Upwork. Even me myself, my general profile, I don't use it as a general profile. I still use it as a specialized profile because over time I've sensed, I might be wrong, but I've sensed that when a client finds you, is your general profile that tends to be out to them more than your specialized profiles. But people still get jobs from specialized profiles. I've gotten jobs from my specialized profiles before. But just that when they search you up, it is your specialized profile that shows up on their face before they maybe check you out on your other specialized profile. So, mm, nah, this needs a lot of correction. So, okay, I'm seeing ISC2 candidates, and this is giving cybersecurity, but I'm not seeing anything cybersecurity on your profile. These two too, but you're not offering those as skill. Why don't you take certifications in okay, you have testimonial. Why don't you take certification in relevance to what you are looking to offer as a skill? You might be a security expert outside of the platform and you can sell another skill up here on the platform, which is okay. You don't have to do all of it. You don't have to. I don't know if it's making sense. I people even learning from what I'm saying. The chat is so quiet. It's beginning to make me feel like I'm talking to myself. And I'm hoping that it's worth it. Because the way everybody is quiet, oh my god. Just hope that I'm actually passing knowledge and I'm not just talking to myself. So this could have been started better. Like I say, always take advantage of talking about what you have to offer or what you have worked on. And for somebody who has not gotten a first job yet, I think you should review your rates. You can make it a $5 to $10 per hour. Then as you get jobs, you can step it up over time. So oh dear. Are you looking for an expert who's passionate about your project's comprehensive skill, including there's a typographical error here? I think you meant automation. You mentioned Zapier and Asana. You are mentioning computer operations, program management, WordPress, cybersecurity, risk. Oh. It's giving, like I said, jack of all trade, master of none. So if it's automation you want to use this profile to do, please mention things relevant to automation. If it's virtual assistant you want to offer, please let it be that it is virtual assistant um you're offering. Let it just be that you're mentioning relevant skill sets. So if it's AI, everything in relation to AI should be mentioned. If it's automation, everything related to automation should be mentioned. I mean, that's what I feel it should be. So it will also reflect also here. Remove why choose me. Go ahead to just tell us what you have to offer, and let it be in relation. I don't want all the skill sets that are not related to each other to be listed here. So you don't need to tell us how I your business. No need. Just go ahead to mention what you have to offer. And do away. Oh God, the emojis are too much. I mean, the emojis are too much. Let's do less with emojis. Sometimes the emojis are distracting. They're not appealing to the eye, and they're giving ChatGPT. So you are doing a lot. A lot is happening here, which shouldn't be. Okay. If it's writing you want to talk about or make this profile more about writing, go ahead. Let it be about writing. Then this thing you said here makes a lot of sense. So if it's writing you're talking about, or if it's writing you're supposed to do, this your achievements or what you have done for people should be at the top of your profile. It should not be down, 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 down like it is here. So I mean, with what I've explained before, your review from your clients should be top. It should be one of the things they should read first before other things. I don't want to overflog this since I've mentioned them before. Mm-mm. If you're still reading, then there's a good chance I captured your interest. You did not capture my interest. You did not capture my interest. Then saying, give me a try, let's have a conversation on how I can serve you better, is giving some sort of desperation. So instead of using give me a try, you could find another word or might not even use it at all you have said about yourself should be something that should be that the client is the one looking down. Mercy, are you saying you can't hear me or are you saying you can hear me? So don't this give me a try, remove it. Have a better, they don't need to put this PS. Have a better call to action. And I've talked more on call to action from previous ones I have talked about. So you should take cool from that. But this is giving jack of all trades. Your profile picture is okay. Just work on what needs to be worked on, okay? That's for Chukuma. Kene, I'm hoping Kene is here. Okay, Kene. This your profile picture is supposed to be a headshot and not a full body this thing. It's supposed to be a headshot. I can barely see your face. I'm only seeing your teeth. You're smiling. But if you can zoom it closer to your face, if you don't have a picture that is headshot, if you can zoom it closer to your face, much more better. Then I like that you have relevant certifications here. And you did not mention all the skill sets. Like I thought before, go here, switch to talent, search for people in your field, and when you get them, look at the skill sets that they added and add it to your own. Um, okay. Now, in your employment history, add bullet points of what you do or what you have done as an automation expert here. Go into details into what you did. Then for your you can upload any certificate. I think Upwork gives you room to upload two two hello. I think my network is tripping. Hello. Okay, you can hear me now. Whew. I just hope people did not lose so much I said. Okay. I think my network tripped off a bit. I had to switch and switch back. Sorry about that. So that's why I'll be monitoring with my phone because I have a feeling that if I'm not following the chats, I will just be talking to myself and I will not know that people are not hearing me. So sorry about that. Thank you for pointing my attention to it. Yeah. So I think the person we're working on now is Mary. So Mary is a technical writer. Hi, I'm Mary, a technical writer with over 2 years of experience. Yeah, Mary. I think you don't need to mention your name. It's already on your profile. Don't mention your years of experience. Just go straight to what you have to offer us. And like I said, I love that you have portfolio. I also have love that you have skill sets, but you could add more. You can add more to it. I hope I'm still sharing my screen though. Okay. Oh, I'm not. Please let me know if you can see it now. Maybe as the network tripped off, and it's looking like I'm sharing from my end though. Can you see my screen now? Please confirm you can see my screen. I'll just wait for a response before I continue, so that I'm sure that everyone can see my screen. Can you see my screen now? I'm still waiting on us to respond so that I'm not talking to myself. Okay. Peter says yes. Messi says yes. Okay. So I was actually reviewing Mary's profile, and Mary says she's a technical writer, and I said she should do away with her name and her years of experience. That her name is already on her profile. We don't want to. We're not interested in her telling us her name. I mean, like I always say, tell us what we don't know already about you. If the information you're giving us is already on your profile, then don't tell us about it. There's no need telling us because we have seen it. So, um, Mary is a technical writer. There's no need to mention your degree, Mary. Absolutely nobody looking to hire you is interested in your degree. I don't add my degree, even not because of the educational aspect of Upwork. People will most likely don't know whether I'm a graduate or not because there are people who are not graduates, but they're delivering excellent job. So do away with this line. Do away with your degree in computer science. You can just say with your hands-on, you with your in-depth hands-on experience as a software developer, coupled with strong background in cloud engineering, I bring grounded perspective to technical topics. Now, you're a technical writer. I can't see examples of technical writings you have done, examples of jobs you have done, types of technical writing you've written. You're only telling me how you can help me, but I don't have an idea on the kind of technical writings you have given. So even before the skills and tools, tell us examples of technical writings you have done. What problem you were looking to solve for the client that you wrote technical writing for, even if it was for yourself. Mention what problem you were looking to solve with the technical writing. How you can help me? I cannot see that you can help me. You people are still not see my screen. Hey, please confirm if you can still see me sharing Upwork. Ganiat is saying she cannot see my screen, and I'm sharing my screen. Mercy and Peters, please confirm with me if you can still see my screen. Let me know if it's from my end. Okay, Peter says she. So maybe Ghanaians, it could be on network, or probably you joined when. Okay, thank you, Mercy and Peters. So, um, you mentioned you're a technical writer, but you've not told us examples of what you've written. You have experience, you have skills and tools, which is great. But I think they should come after you have told us what you can, examples of technical writings you have offered in time past. See, you can see almost if I carry this phrase, copy and share and search, 1 million people will be using why work with me. Why? Why? Just find a cool phrase. And I feel like those who are writers should even do better with picking a cool phrase to use compared to those who are not. So why instead of using why work with me, find a better phrase to use, find a better thing to say. Then you can go ahead to now mention it. But please, the emojis are plenty. The emojis is too much. Then, if you're looking for practical, tailored content that adds value, let's work together and make this a cool call to action. You can just carry this line and add it here after this place. This line here. Now, another thing is you say you're a technical writer. What kind of technical writer are you? Are you writing for cloud or DevOps? So you have to state, is it a DevOps technical writer that you are? Let's know. So you cannot just say you're a technical writer. We have a range of technical writing, but what field exactly do you serve? Let us know. So I'm hoping that Mary is here or she gets to watch this and make corrections. I love that you have project catalog. Very cool. Very, very cool. You have certifications here. Cool. Past experience. Cool. So yeah, that's that for Mary's profile. Mm, this has been reviewed. Victoria Iluma. Okay. Let me scroll up a bit. I'm almost there. I can do it. Victoria Iluma looks pretty. I love her profile picture. I love that it's entering eyes. Don't mind me. So data analysis, Microsoft Excel. Oh, okay. So let me just chip this in, yeah. When you work for a client, especially if you're starting out, please encourage your clients to give you very detailed review. I beg you. It's not enough to give you 5-star reviews. Some don't even give reviews that. Please encourage them. There's a proper way to ask for review. Maybe I'll do a YouTube video on that some other time. But there's a proper way to let me just write that down so that I don't forget. Because if I don't write that down, I might forget to make a content on it. Mm. So hopefully people check back on the channel another time where I'll talk extensively on how to ask clients for review, especially if you're starting out. Those reviews will do a lot for you. They will do a lot for you. Ask clients for reviews and have them drop you a proper review so that when people visit your profile, it helps you. Another thing that profile review does for you is that when they give you reviews, especially with the star, it helps you climb the ladder of all the badges like rising talent, top rated. Upwork will not give you badge if you don't have positive reviews, especially job success score. You might not have job success score. I think it's even job success score, not even those badges that these reviews help you do. So please try to encourage your clients to give you reviews. So Victoria, I think, yeah, Victoria has portfolio, which is very, very nice. She has skill sets and some of them have been uploaded, which is excellent. She has past experience too. So it's a good thing to it's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to have. Mm, yeah. So let's read through her profile. Victoria, like I mentioned, take advantage of um projects you have done for past clients and mention them. Mention what you have done for past clients. That's why if you had a review now, if you had a detailed review now, you could have used it as an opening here. Mm, I think this could have been in bullet points so that it comes out better and clearer. They could have been spaced. This paragraph should have been spaced from this, should have been spaced from this for better readability. Excuse me. Then I think you should have spoken more on what you have done for past clients. Really. Then mention your skill sets in bullet points and not in comma, comma, comma like this. Then send a message to me now. Let's discuss about your project. This is a weak call to action. This could have been better. This call to action could have been better. Where you're talking about what you can offer. You mentioned is a you mentioned a problem scenario and solution you can offer. Then you tell them to send you a message. So this call to action could have been better. And yeah, that's what I think, Victoria. Your profile picture is great. Your rate looks great too. So I don't have any problem. I'm not much of it. That I don't know much on data analysis. So this data analysis, I'm hoping that they are all relevant and in the same skill set. If they are not, please create another specialized profile for them. So that's what I have to say for Victoria. Yeah. Mm, Utsibe, my guy. Hey, Utsibe, your profile is locked. Your profile is locked. Okay, good. So fine, fine girls are just here. Oh. People are very fine in this thing. Oh. So she has a portfolio, which is nice. But I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Where did you throw the remaining three away? Exhaust as much as possible the skill sets. You have past experience, which is cool. Your rate is okay for somebody who is just starting out. So you're either using this profile as a virtual assistant or an AI automation specialist. You already have a virtual assistant profile, so I think you should just leave this profile as an AI automation specialist. And now, as an AI automation specialist, what skill sets do you have? Now we underplay the issue of using keywords in our heading. We underplay it a lot because when a client is looking for you, they're saying AI automation specialist. We have a lot of AI tools out there. Which one exactly do you want the client to know you can offer? So instead of having this VA and virtual assistant, remove it. Put AI automation specialist, then in brackets, mention the tools. I'm seeing Zapier and Make.com also in your profile. So they should be in brackets in front. I know that this heading, they don't give you room to write a lot of things. But if you remove this one, you can be able to add those ones, right? So you are thanking us, you are telling us your name. Well, if it's me, I will not read through. This space is not necessary. Just go ahead to tell us what you do. And because you've written virtual assistant and AI automation specialist, you have jumbled everything together here. So I think you should remove everything that is about virtual assistant here and put it in your virtual assistant profile and just focus on what is related to your AI automation. If it's Airtable, Zapier that you're offering here, what you bring to the table, just find a better phrase. Almost everybody uses this phrase. Find a better phrase that you can use to talk about this. And do away with the emojis, please. The emojis are too much. They say, contact me if you feel I am the right person. Are you serious? I thought you are trying to convince us that you are the right person. Why are you telling us if we feel? You're already giving, even me myself, I'm not sure about myself. It's not, this is not a, please, I don't know if Duso is here. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. But again, thanks for stop. Please come out all of this. Come out it. Remove everything that I highlighted here. Remove everything and give us a better and strong call to action. You want to streamline your workflow and you want to cut down on repetitive tasks, saving you more time and blah blah blah. Send me a message and I'll take charge of it and help you. And the way you will talk in an interview, this is not good. I'm genuinely wishing that the people who fill this form are here and they are taking notes of the corrections. So you have past experience, which is okay. And I hope that when you change this to an automation profile, you put in relevant portfolios too for the automation profile so that when they visit your profile, they see it. And if you have up to 3 skill sets on your profile, whichever skill set you're looking to really earn from the most, let the portfolios of those skill sets be in the forefront. So that when they visit your profile, those are the things that they are seeing first on your profile. I know that I have talked about video portfolio on my profile. I don't know how many of you have on my YouTube channel. I don't know how many of you have taken advantage of working on that and creating one so that you can add it to your Upwork profile. I don't know. I feel it will go a long way. So I'm not even seeing people adding that introductory video somewhere here. I used to have one on my profile, but it was long overdue and I removed it and I've not updated it yet. But I think is a must have or is a good thing to have on your profile. Okay, so that is that for the so. Hi, Abdulatif. So Abdulatif is a WordPress developer, website designer, and WooCommerce expert. I think all this work. But if you can, since you've already started using capital letter for all, why don't you just use capital letter for here? And why 9? Why an odd number? Why not round it up to 10? $10 per hour. You have portfolio, which is cool. You have skills. I think these are up to. I'm just hoping that these are relevant ones. You have a project catalog. You could have more. You have past experience, which is cool. So let's look at the body. This is your profile picture. I feel like you can still change it. Use a less distracting background for your profile picture. So please, if you can work on changing your profile picture, still headshot, but with a plain background, I think that would be nice. That would be nice. So you're asking, do you need an expert WordPress developer? If they did not need an expert WordPress developer, they will not be on your profile. They certainly need, that is why they find you and reach here. So you can just start from here and say, as an experienced WordPress developer, why are you putting or? Put and instead. Abi, the skill, it dey change sometimes. Are you not an expert at both? So say as an experienced WordPress developer and this WordPress expert, instead of saying I have thorough, instead of all these things, talk about what you have done for clients. Talk about the things you have done for clients. Please, are you people still here? Can you people still hear me? Please drop me a comment. Let me know that I'm still talking to people here. Talk about what you have done for clients, industry you've worked on, the kind of projects you've worked on. Sometimes clients do not give a heck about your years of experience except if they ask. To be honest, what they're interested in, thank you, Peters. What they're interested in is what you can offer. So use this place to spotlight projects you have worked on, things you have worked on, industries you've worked on. The good thing about the industries you've worked on is that it helps that if the client has a similar industry that they want a work in, they feel like they've hit the perfect person they're looking for. And mentioning the industry what you've worked on also helps them know that you can you have vast knowledge, and for you to have worked in this vast industry with this skill set, that means you can also work in their own industry. So yeah, I think that is what after you've that is what you should use this first paragraph to do. And I like that you can do away with this years of experience and just still retain all these other things here. They look like very necessary things or keywords that should be in your profile. Okay, this is good. Your services include, this is nice. Please, if I see one more person that says what sets me apart again, I will scream. People and what sets me apart? What happened? What happened? Just go ahead. You've already said what separates me from others. This is a good place to start. Like, just say it. Don't remove this thing. Come out it. Please come out it. Don't add it to your profile. Remove it. Okay, this is cool. You're mentioning the extra things you can do is very, 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 very nice. I like it. My approach. Okay, okay, this is nice. Um, nah, this is not YouTube that you say profile keyword and you're listing them. You should rather find a way to push all these keywords into the body of what you're writing. You shouldn't create a path for keywords here. You shouldn't. Just go ahead and fix them somewhere. As you're talking about what you do, fix them in between somewhere. Then thanks and Abdulatif. We already know your name. There's no need. What you should be doing is a call to action. So everything like this, like this, come at it. We don't want to see it. Have all of them removed. Okay. I feel like this is a good call to action, but it could be better, right? But you see these things, remove it. Then you have this thing, you have what's it called? Portfolio, which is nice. That's good. You have project catalog. You could have more project catalog depending on what you can offer. Past experience, very nice. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Abdulatif. Some of you, if you came late, I most likely must have reviewed your profile. So you might have to watch this live session later your to see if your own has been reviewed. So I'm just going to, when I'm done, I'm just going to scroll through all the list again so that you will see whether your own was reviewed or not. Pretty ladies. So, okay, before I say what I want to see. Okay, Joyce Ogbuji. I'm assuming your name is Joyce Ogbuji. I don't know why you have freelance Bill J on your profile. But like this is not Twitter. This is not Twitter where you can mention any name. This is not Twitter where you can mention any name of your choice and say that you will put any name, please. Because I don't even know. You're supposed to have verified your profile, and the name on your profile should match with your ID card. So you should be putting your real name here and not some sort of nickname, you know. So that's what I'm saying. I want to be sure this is your name. If you're here, what's her name? Um, Joyce. If you're here, please let me know in the comment section if this is actually your name and not a nickname. You have one portfolio. Why? Why do you have just one portfolio? You have certifications, you have employment history. Nice. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You could add two more. You could also consult with what's it called? With past people in your field. I already showed people how to check for people in your field. Just come here, change this to talent, and search for people in your field and pick the skill sets that they have and add it here. So this is lacking portfolio. Virtual assistants with project management and data entry experience. Oh, please, no. They're either mentioning virtual assistants and maybe the tools you can work with. So you can say virtual assistant, put those two lines and say project management, put those two lines and put data entry. Even why I'm saying you can do that is because virtual assistant really entails doing everything. Or yeah, how do I say you can add those in it, or you can have those added in your keyword in your um oh, this is too brief. Really, really brief. Hi, why are you high? You should go straight to the point. With over 2 years of experience. Okay. You've even told us you have over 2 years of experience, yet you've not shared anything about your experience with us. You've not told us people you've worked for, or industries you've worked for, or services you've offered, or tools you've worked with in that 2 years of experience. I can't even see keywords. I don't even have an overview of the tools you can use, the skill sets you have, the kind of people you've worked for, the kind of services you offer. If you are the one, will you hire yourself? I know your answer is no. So please look at that and have it fixed. Telling me your services are top notch when I can't see no proof doesn't work. And kind regards, you're not sending anybody an email. Remove this. Your name is already on your profile. So this one needs an overall work. And let me just mention, just in case you people did not see, please, as I'm reviewing your profile, if you fix the issue, please don't send me your link anywhere to review again. If I open this form again and you filled the form before, I will not review the profile. My eyes have already mastered all the names that are here. So even if you change your name but put your link, if I open that link and I see that this is a profile I have reviewed before, I will close it. I will not review it again. I will close it. So please let's not finish, and when it's time to fill again, you will refill the form again and deprive those who have not filled the opportunity to be shortlisted to review their profile. I will not review your profile because normally I will charge for this service I'm offering. When I charge for it, only then can I have the opportunity to always review your profile when you made all the necessary corrections until I feel it's perfect. But I don't feel entitled to do that since this is a free work I'm doing. So I'm begging you, let me not have problem with anybody that you are sending me again. I will just run away and leave you people and not review profiles again because I'm already feeling very overwhelmed. So as I'm reviewing, please make your corrections, but just make sure that all corrections have been made. If you have to put portfolio, make sure you put portfolio. I already have a playlist on my YouTube channel on how to create video portfolios. create them and add them to your profile, add what I've said you should add, and go out there and shine on Upwork. Okay. So um oh, sorry, if you should please allow me to drink water. You're welcome, Peters. I would love to really know who this Peters is. So, Peters, are you from Twitter or you're from WhatsApp? I'd love to know you. You've been very engaging in the comment section. Oh, okay. Okay. You're from X. If you've sent me a connection request, please do send me another. You can drop me a message on any of my posts. If I've not accepted your request, I'll accept it. Just tell me where you're from, that you're from our YouTube live, and I'll accept your request. Okay. So, Pamela, baby. I don't know if Pamela is here. Pamela, are you here? Pamela, I don't know if you're here, but I know you look forward to this session, so I'm hoping you're here. So, you said you're an eatable expert. Are you just okay? Okay, let me hold my peace because I know I've been following through with you on this. I think the only reason you have eatable experts here is because you're just presently just learning only eatable. Maybe subsequently, when you learn other tools, you will have them added to your skill set. So, um, you say tired of juggling manual tasks and efficient workflows. I help businesses streamline operations. Okay, this is good, but I feel like after this, you should add them. Leave it. Don't change it. Leave it. So yeah, like I said, I know you have built a couple of projects on Airtable, so you can post those projects as works you've or as things you have worked on, and mention what you have worked on, and also mention the industry you worked on and what you did. So you cannot be talking about executive assistants under Airtable experts. Nah. So I think you should remove this. Now, this thing you did here is giving ChatGPT. Look at this asterisk. Look at this asterisk. Look at this asterisk. It's not looking cool at all. So remove it. If you cannot bolden it inside of here, just leave them as a write-up without putting that. Remove this one too. Remove that one. And be sure that you're mentioning relevant skill set. Now you said you're an Airtable expert, but I'm seeing Zapier here, I'm seeing Make here. Please choose one. If you have experience in these ones, you should have them um on your headline. So all these asterisk, I don't want to overflog them. Then mention past projects you have worked on, mention tools that you're familiar with. Then this is not a good call to action. I think it can be better. In fact, it can be done away with and put something else. Based on what I've explained to other people on call to action, I think you can work on that and it should be better, or it can be better, I mean to say. So have that worked on. Okay. I think all that you have here is about VA. So I might not technically tell you to copy your review here to use up here until probably you've gotten. So let it also be that your keywords, I can't see anything about I'm seeing Airtable. I can't say anything about automation. I can't say anything about Zapier and Make.com that is in your in the body of your profile. So work on your skill set again. I know that your skill set can only accommodate everything you offer, even if you have the two specialized profile and the general one. But since they offer 15, you can do five of each specialized profile that you have, so that it accommodates good. You have certifications here. You people and emojis. God of mercy. Oh, I'm getting exhausted, but I know I can do this. So, um, talk about what you can offer. Sorry, talk about what you have offered, industry you've worked on, what you've done. Remove this one, remove the asterisks, give us a better, strong call to action. Mention things you can do with the tools like Airtable, Zapier, and Make.com. And um, now this rate that you put here is not consistent with what the previous rate you have had. So I think you can make this 10. And as the job keeps coming, you can always make adjustments. Okay, there's no harm in reducing your rates according to your past earnings and just be stepping them up as time goes on. Okay, so please work on that, Pamela. Excuse me. Michael. Hmm. I know this face from Twitter. Michael. So I think my problem with this profile is one, you only have one profile on Upwork and you have jumbled almost everything that should be divided into other profiles into one, even though it's a general profile. You can always um make your um general profile look like specialized profile. So virtual assistant, master in chat and support. Nah, that's too much. Are you a virtual assistant or you're in customer support? The rate looks fairly okay. Do you have any past experience? Ha! You are doing virtual assistant and chat support, but you're having networking certifications here and Google project management. That's not good. So I might not say you should remove it. I might just say that you should have a specialized profile for that service that you have a certification. It's not a must that you should add it to your profile if you're not offering those as skill. Yeah. So um I don't know if this is up to 15, but like I've taught how you can check and add. You have documentations, you have portfolio here. So I'm hoping that your portfolios are also relevant to what you're looking to offer. Project plans, but you did not tell us you're a project manager. Um, this looks like technical writing, but there's nothing about technical writing in your heading. And this is quite brief, like too brief, in fact. Are you people still here with me? These people should be dropping out occasional messages. Let me know that network has not cut me off and you people are still here with me. So, you want to streamline operations? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Chiamaka. So, this this is this is not good. You should instead, like I always mention, start with what you have done, the industry you worked in, the projects you worked on, the tools you use in working, the problem you solved. That should be what you don't need to tell them you want to. They already know what they want. Just go ahead and tell us what you have to offer. Um, list out tools that you're familiar with. So I'm hoping that if you work on this, you're going to remove the tech. You're either going to decide whether it's technical content writing you want to do or visual assistant or customer support so that you have your profile tailored down to that. And if you feel like you want to serve or you want to offer these other skills in the in Upwork, create specialized profile for them. You don't have to have all of them jumbled up into one so that people are not like, where exactly are you? And people would know that you have different skills, but they should be able to know that it is categorized into different profiles. I mean, that's why Upwork gave you two specialized and one general profile, making it three. So, um, not a strong call to action. No, I don't know what your skill sets are. I don't know what tools you know how to work with. I have no idea what industries you've worked in, what your experience is, what solutions you've offered. So I think this should be worked on. This one needs an overall working on, really. So I hope you're able to work on that and you're able to add portfolios that really, really reflect what you're looking to offer on your profile. So Michael, that is that. I've reached 20, oh, but you people see that I'm still going. Um, who is this? Blessing. Who is the next person? Chimela. Okay. I think I know this pretty face from Twitter. Okay. Let's. This is the first person I'm seeing that has an introductory video on their profile. So I give it up to her. Every other person, really, if you are trying to find your footing on Upwork, you need an introductory video. When I started off on Upwork, I had an introductory video. I think it was I think last year. I started freelancing 2021, but I think it was last year I deleted mine because it was done with a blurry phone. It was um poor introductory video, and I was not offering those skills again. I'm looking to do a new one. I've not just had time to settle down to record another one, but I think it's necessary to really have introductory videos on your profile. So please consider having consider having an introductory video on your profile, please. Um, okay. So I'm impressed by Blessing having this on her profile, and she has good profile picture. Um, okay. Customer service and admin support. Oh, this is beautiful. She did she more she why am I stuttering? She niched down to the people she really do offer her service to, which is beautiful. She's a customer service and admin support for coaches and small business. So if coaches are looking for her, they know where to find her. If small businesses are looking for her, they know where to find her. So she has past review. She has what's it called? Portfolio. But I'm still like I think she's using well, everybody has their definition of portfolio. Um she has portfolio really. She has more portfolio. Excuse me, please. She has skills. I'm hoping that these skill sets are relevant to what she does. And she has testimonials, which is good. She has certifications, which is very good. So I think she can also take advantage of mentioning her review in her profile somewhere up here. So let's just read through. Mm, Blessing, it looks like when you worked on this thing, you gave a lot of space before you saved it. So maybe you should look at that, clean up all those extra spaces. But let's look at your profile together. I like this first opening up to this point. So instead of saying I help coaches, you can say I have helped coaches, consultants, and small business owners stay organized. For instance, this client had this to say about me. You now come and copy this one and put it up here. You get? Then you can just remove every other things that are extra that are not necessary. Then how I can help you. I think you people should be finding a way to rephrase these things to be better so that it doesn't look very generic, like what every other person is using. I think that could be better. Um, mm, okay, this is good. Who I work with, very good. You have already carved out the people you're working with or people you're looking to work with, which is very good. Why work with me? Like I said, this is already looking very generic. You could look for another, or you can just do away with it and just mention you bring in hands-on experience, blah 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 blah. I don't see where do away with this one. This should reflect on your profile. Open to contract to hire. It should reflect on your profile. There's no need to put it here. Then I can't see any tool. There's no emphasis on the tools you use for your job. There are no emphasis on the tools you use. So while this is cool, you should have something added to have them do this. Why should they click invite to job? So add something that would provoke them in a good way. By provoke, I mean in a good way, for them to click. I want to send you a an invite or hire me now. But do away with this. It's not an email. Your name is already on your profile. There will be no need to add that. Then do away with all these extra spaces. And I'm hoping that you add more relevant skill portfolio to what you have here, and your skill sets are correct too. So yeah, I'm very impressed with this introductory video that you have here. Really, really nice. Last on the list, Chimela. Chimela Violet. Okay, let's see about Chimela. Customer support. Our profile picture is great. Her smile is on the forefront, which is nice. Customer support representative, Shopify e-commerce manager. Now, I know that this is an all work profile, but I think it could have been done better by having either just Shopify e-commerce manager here and creating another profile for customer support representative. I feel so. So break this down. So if it's customer support you want to do here, let us know. If it's Shopify, let us know. Your rates, have you worked any work? Mm, your rate is fair, but sometimes I see people should start from $5 per hour, but then at the time Upwork comot their own, you barely have anything left. So maybe you can just reduce it a bit, maybe a bit above $5 and below $10, just so that you land your first job. Now remove your this. We already know what your name is. I mean, as I open your profile, your name was the first thing that popped up to me. So remove your years of experience. So you have experience. Good. You are mentioning industries you have experience. Fintech, SaaS, B2B, and Shopify. Now, what I would have said here is with my experience in fintech, blah 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 blah, and Shopify store management, I have worked with clients offering this and this and this. In another paragraph, I will now mention examples of those things I have done for the clients, examples of jobs I've done that are relevant to these industries I have mentioned. There will be no need to put your years of experience really. How I can help you, commodities, you people, and how you can help. Just comot besides I've used bad English. Just remove it and just go about talking more on what you do. Give examples of industries you've worked in. Give examples of what you offered in that industry, tools you used where necessary. Remove this one. This is okay, but you should have maybe a sentence describing what all of this is all about. Mm, okay, so if it's Shopify you want to do, let it be that this profile is for Shopify and that is what you're listing out. Okay, your tools are here. The emojis are plenty, really. You can just mention CRM without putting all these emojis, e-commerce without putting all these emojis. Yeah. The tools are plenty. Oh. Do you think so? Instead of having them long like that, some that are in the same category, you can just put comma, comma, and put them like maybe Zendex, HubSpot, and Fresh Text, comma. Another place, another key set of um tools, comma, 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 and just group them like that so that it's not too long. Like this one now, Asana, Trello, Jira are in the same family. Put comma, 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 and put them in one line so that it doesn't make it too boring for somebody to scroll through. Instead of saying what makes me stand out, people should look for something or a phrase, a better phrase to use instead of what makes me stand out. Remove your years of experience, really. This is okay. Just, do what needs to be done. This is not a good call to action. I feel it could be better. You can take a cue from other people I referred call to actions to, and that can help. Yeah. Then I like that you have portfolio. Just make sure that your portfolios are relevant to what you're offering. Because now I'm seeing data entry virtual assistant. Do you have a virtual assistant profile somewhere? I can see manual testing and I can see all work. So I don't know where virtual assistant is coming from now in your portfolio. It's not okay. So let it be that your portfolio matches with what you say you offer and your skill sets. If somebody's in your field, go like I taught how to find somebody in your skill set and what they offer. Go ahead and find and make sure you tick everything. And all the certificates that you have here, please make sure that they are relevant to what you're offering. Don't just pack certificates and add it just because you have them. Meanwhile, they are not skills that you're offering. Please, if you have them here, you're either going to create a specialized profile for that and have that put in. Okay. So I think you have past experience, which is cool. Yeah, this is what I think of your profile, Violet. And I think that's a wrap. So I think Mercy said her profile is open. Let me try again. Mercy, if you are still here, you can see that it's not from my end. I don't know why it's not opening. It's not from my end. So I don't know how I can fix that. So yeah. So drop me a comment. Did you find this session helpful? If you did, tell me what exactly did you find helpful. Drop it in the comment. We have come to the end of today's review. I don't know when next to next one will be, but when I feel like I am ready, I can drop a post about it on Twitter or anywhere. And I'm hoping to do this maybe once a month. No pressure. So the next one is certainly going to be next month and not this month. But you can just keep tabs on my social media platforms to know when I will drop the next opening of the form. Yeah. So I'd love to hear from you what you think, maybe on Twitter, maybe on WhatsApp, maybe you drop it here anywhere. What you think? Did you find it useful? If you found it useful, what aspects did you find useful? Okay. It was nice talking with you all. It was nice having this session. So I realized that the life I scheduled that should have happened did not outrightly happen. I don't know why. So I had to quickly. So I think subsequently, I'll just mention that there will be live, mention the dates, mention the time, and you look forward to that day and come on the platform. Also, if you are subscribed to the channel, whenever there's a live, you will be notified in your email that there's a live, and that way you can follow us to know when there's a live and you can join in. But if I mention on any platform that there's a live, just block your calendar for that time. Then look forward to it when you're notified. Maybe until I master how to know how to use the scheduled YouTube live. But for now, um I tried, it didn't work. That was I had to quickly drop a link for people to join from the old one because I couldn't I couldn't start the life there, and I don't know why, but I maybe we'll learn it along the line. So thank you all so much for joining this live. I hope it was impactful. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing this. Yeah. Um, yeah. Peters, I would really love that you work on everything that was mentioned. And I'm happy you were here. I think you're among the very few that were here to see me review your profile. So it will be easier for you to quickly note it down and act on it, and also learn from other people's review too on things that I probably might not have mentioned, maybe because I didn't see any to mention on your own that you can add. Thank you for being very active in the comment section. Thank you all for joining. It was nice doing this with you all. Thank you and bye.